Welcome to the Authentic Author Academy, where writing with purpose meets manifesting with power. I'm Sharon Halliday, your book outline specialist and book coach and passionate guide to unlocking unlimited potential. While this channel is predominantly about helping you get your words out of your head and onto the page, I also share insights on how to manifest the life of your dreams. Because in my understanding, creativity and manifesting go hand in hand. And so, in this episode of Manifesting Mastery, Soul Suggestions number 2, I'll be sharing my top tips to help you turn your desires into reality and share with you a new key that I've discovered to unlocking your manifestation power. Now, for many years, I've promoted in my writing, in my speaking, and in my book, Messages from the Heart, how having fun is one of the quickest ways to manifest what you want in your life. And I still believe that fun is one of the highest frequency paths that you can take to attract what you want. After all, fun is such a magnetic force. It lifts energy, it dissolves resistance, and makes the whole process of manifestation feel effortless rather than like hard work. And it should never feel like hard work. But I know for a lot of people, it feels like such a leap to go from where they are in their lives to having fun. Of course, we all want to have fun and experience more fun. But as I wrote in Messages from the Heart, many of us have forgotten what it feels like to have fun. We see glimpses of it, but on a day-to-day basis, those fun-filled moments are few and far between. We seem to spend more time gravitating between the serious and the mundane. What's more, we often get so busy that we don't ever stop to consider what it is that makes our heart sing. Unquote. Well, consider this your opportunity to do just that, to take a moment and take stock of what it is that actually brings you joy and make a point of bringing more of that into your life. It is the very reason why I go to music concerts. For me, that's one of my happiest places. I absolutely love immersing myself in the music and energy of the artists, and all of my cares drift away. But what I've noticed lately is that because many of us are not taking the time to really have fun, I mean, we can't always ship ourselves off to a concert. Relaxing might just be the new key to manifesting what you want in your life. Now, I'm sure there will be many people who say, I don't have time to relax. I've heard it all the time myself. And for the longest time, that was my mindset too. It almost feels like sometimes it's another thing on the to-do list to carve out time to relax, especially when it doesn't come naturally. And, you know, some days I'm better at relaxing than others. You see, I grew up in a household with two very hard-working parents. They worked every single day in our family business. We had a cherry orchard and a jam factory and a tea room / restaurant. And so we even worked Christmas Day. We'd serve 3-course meals to many people from our tourist attraction where I grew up in young country New South Wales. So hard work was a model that I was accustomed to. So relaxation wasn't even in our vocabulary. I don't think I ever heard my mum and dad talk about needing to take time to relax. So I get it. Many of us work hard and then we flop on the lounge at the end of the week and we call that relaxing. But is it really relaxing? Is the mind still going a million miles a minute? If you don't quite believe me that relaxation is the key to manifesting what you want, just take a look at all the scientific studies that back it up. Quantum physics states that everything in the universe is made up of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs all have energetic frequencies, and they interact with what's called the quantum field. The observer effect in quantum mechanics suggests that the mere act of focusing on something can actually influence its outcome. Now, I love the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, and his work further supports this, showing that when we relax the mind, the body, and the spirit, we shift into lower brainwave states, alpha and theta waves, where we become more receptive to new possibilities. And this is why meditation and deep relaxation are such powerful tools for manifestation. So, how do you apply this in a practical sense when most of us are so busy running around from one thing to the next? The first step is awareness. The moment that you notice you are resisting to what is happening around you and how you're feeling, this is your opportunity to release the resistance and slide into relaxation. It could be as simple as noticing that you're fighting the present moment and you're telling yourself, you can say to yourself, I'm feeling resistant to what is. It's that simple. Now you've turned on your awareness, and this is a good thing. Once you have that awareness, the next thing you can do is take some kind of action to interrupt the state of resistance. This could mean politely exiting a dramatic or negative conversation, taking yourself to the bathroom to have a moment to literally shake it all off, if that's the only privacy you can get. And this will physically release tension and reset your energy. Or you could take a walk outside if you're at work, for example. The sooner that you can interrupt this state of resistance, the better. Catch it early before it has the chance to begin manifesting negative experiences, also known as like more of what you don't want. We all have had those days where we've had a poor night's sleep, we get out of bed, we stub our toe, we grumble to ourselves, we check our emails and find that we've got bills to pay, we hit every red light on the way to work, your boss is in a mood, and on it goes until you can interrupt that negative spiral. So you've got the awareness. The next best thing that you can do is breathe. Focus on the in and out breath. Sometimes I find it helpful to count 4 breaths in, hold for 4 breaths, breathe out for 4 breaths, and hold for 4 breaths, and then continue this cycle. This is called box breathing. And you'd be surprised by how just a few rounds of breath like this really begins to calm your nervous system and automatically takes your mind off what you were resisting in the first place. Again, as I wrote in Messages from the Heart, I feel like this was the appropriate quote to support the breathing today. When it comes to managing life's curveballs and inciting trust, as cliched as it sounds, some deep breaths can do wonders. Science shows that regulating our breathing in times of stress enables a relaxation response to help stop the biological changes that occur when we enter fight or flight mode. Oxygen to the brain equals clarity. Then you can work through situations one step, one breath at a time. Unquote. So you basically now get to make good decisions for yourself from a place of calm, not chaos. And the last step in my process is allowance. Letting go of anything that doesn't serve you in the moment. Noticing that a state of allowance is about reminding you that relaxation isn't a forceful effort. It's about allowing the natural flow of calm and trusting yourself to stay open to aligned action. It's a practice, and you get better at it the more that you do it. When you stop pushing against resistance and let things be, it's like surrendering to the moment, you naturally shift into a more receptive, relaxed state. So it all comes down to these 3 simple steps, my AAA method: awareness, action, and allowance. Awareness is about recognizing when you're in resistance, the moment that you're noticing you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed or tense. That's your cue. Don't let it go. Action is about taking a step to interrupt that resistance, whether it's physically stepping away from negativity or resetting your environment or doing a quick physical shift that helps you gain control. And breathing is a part of that taking action step. Allowance is about letting go and allowing relaxation rather than forcing it. When you stop pushing against resistance and simply let things be, you naturally shift into a more receptive, relaxed state. Now that you understand the AAA method, awareness, action, and allowance, you've already taken the first steps to shifting your energy. But what happens next? How do you then actually start attracting what you want? That's where something fascinating comes in. The power of focused thought. So you've set yourself up for focused thought. According to Abraham Hicks, in as little as 17 seconds of pure, uninterrupted focus, you begin to activate the energy of manifestation, where you can manifest what you want. And if you hold that focus for 68 seconds or more, the momentum builds, making it even stronger. And what happens is the vibration of that thought becomes strong enough to attract similar energies into your reality. So, by following my 3 easy steps to relaxation, you are already getting yourself into a state that is primed for manifestation. Now, before I tell you about a special offer I've got and how you can become a manifesting powerhouse, there is some fascinating research that supports the connection between relaxation and manifestation. Number 1, brainwave states and manifestation. When you relax deeply, your brain shifts into alpha and theta wave states, which I mentioned earlier. These states are associated with clarity, intuition, and heightened receptivity. That's what a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza's work's about. And studies show that these states make it easier to visualize and imprint new beliefs into the subconscious mind. And this is crucial for manifestation. Number 2, the reticular activating system, also known as RAS. The RAS is a network in the brainstem that filters information and helps you focus on what's important. When you relax and then set clear intentions, your RAS starts noticing opportunities and connections that align with your desires. And this is why people often say, once I decided what I actually wanted, I started seeing signs everywhere. It's your brain working for you. Number 3, the placebo effect and belief systems. I'm sure we've all heard of the placebo effect, which shows that belief alone can create real physiological and psychological changes. When you relax and truly believe in your ability to manifest, your body and mind align with that belief. And that's what makes it more likely to happen. Number 4, visualization and neural pathways. I talked a bit about neurons and specifically neuroplasticity in my last video on how journaling leads to great writing. Neuroscientific research has found that visualization activates the same neural pathways as actually experiencing something. And this is key. Athletes use this technique to improve performance, and it works similarly for manifestation. So when you relax and vividly imagine your desired outcome, your brain treats it as real, reinforcing behaviors that bring it into reality. And finally, number 5, positive emotion and upward spirals. Dr. Barbara Fredrickson's research on positive emotions shows that they create upward spirals, leading to more opportunities, better relationships, and increased resilience. Relaxation fosters positive emotions, which in turn helps you to attract more of what you want. Now, if you want to discover for yourself how to become a manifesting powerhouse, my course is on sale now. The link is in the description. This here is my printed version of the workbook. There's 40 pages of absolute manifesting gold in this. I use it myself, and I've got a special offer for those who watch my YouTube videos. And by applying YouTube as the code in the cart, you get $100 off for just 88 Australian dollars. You have a course that is yours forever to be able to use over and over and over to manifest what you want. So here's what some other people have been saying about my course, How to Become a Manifesting Powerhouse in 40 Days or Less, which I know is a big promise. While Kelly was doing the course, here's just some of the things that she brought about. She said she purchased house number 3. She got a pay rise. Her child moved schools and was happier than ever after experiencing a tough time. Her kids were doing well at soccer. Her new partnership was going well. She was doing a leadership course. She got into a leadership course through work, and she was progressing with purpose through that. And then there was all these little things each day that she said was just going right. And she was also finding it easier to let go of anything that didn't matter to her anymore, which I think is gold in itself. Jan's $31,000 car loan was unexpectedly consolidated into another family member's loan, relieving her of this debt. Now, that was that person's way of showing their appreciation for all the things that she had done over many years with no compensation, but it was totally unexpected. Jan also won $995 on Lotto while she was doing the program, and the most she'd ever won before was about $60. And then there was another one of my clients who had a $13,000 windfall at tax time while they were completing my manifesting course. And this is just some of the examples. So you can see that manifestation isn't just a theory. It's something that you can experience for yourself firsthand, whether it's attracting financial breakthroughs, creating joyful opportunities, or simply finding ease in your life. The power to shape your reality is in your hands. And now you've got some tools, the AAA method to shift you from resistance to relaxation. You've got some science-backed techniques to rewire your brain, and the undeniable proof from people just like you who have seen incredible results. So the real question today is, are you ready to step up into your own manifesting power? Because that's what I want for you. I want you to know that the possibilities are limitless, and it all starts with you. So go ahead and drop a note in the comments. What's the biggest manifestation win that you've ever had? Or what's the one that you're most excited to create next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.